rebarb type, not rebarb, but end of a fence, flat, sharpened to a point. I knew he could kill me with it. And I turned around, and I still got this lock on 2 fingers. I took off the chain, but I forgot to, you know, temporarily. The dude puts this knife right in my face, and he tells me to take my kicks off. I had a brand new pair of Skechers, a lot of commissary. Well, he backs me up. I didn't want to get stabbed, get my eye put out, and I kind of lean back on the bunk. And he gets over me, and I had glasses, and he punches me in the face, and he said, "Take your kicks off." And I said, "Man, fuck you." I said, "I ain't taking my kicks off," because I felt like I was in a position I could get a hold of his wrist. Well, and I was edging my way up. He punched me again, right, and broke my glasses and kind of cut my nose. At that point, man, I grabbed his wrist, tried to lock it. And I remembered I had that lock on my hand. And I swung it, and he blocked it the first time. He deflected it. The second one I got in on, and it spider webbed. And blood started dripping over his tattooed eyelids. I was able to get him up with enough momentum. And, you know, there was a lot of fear pumping, adrenaline, and it's a rage. Because I'm like, this motherfucker, man, is going to kill me, man. Or, you know, that's what I'm thinking. And I get him up. He fumbles backwards. Well, he had this thing wrapped in like duct tape, but it was old. It dried. When he hit the edge of my cell as he was going out, I was pushing him, and there was a little bump there. He kind of tripped. When he hit it, the blade just come right up out of that tape. He had like a little hollow piece of tape still in his hand, and the blade hit the ground. And I scooped it up, because I knew even with my hand around that blade, there was still 7-8 inches on there. And I went after him. And he kept reaching in his pocket. He was like, "I got another one." I said, "Man, fuck you do, bitch." And I was coming at him. And he like braced himself on the tier, but there's a cage there, you know, we're 4 tiers up, you know, and he like put his hand against somebody's sail, and he like kicked at me. And I pursued him. He took off running. And I told you there was a shower at the end of like a tarp. And he flung that tarp, and he tried to like throw it at me, you know what I mean, when he went into the shower. Well, I just went for him, you know what I mean, kind of blinded, but by where his arm was, and he threw it at me, and I hit him in the neck. And then I hit him 6 more times in his body, in his back, when he tried to turn around and cover himself, his arms, 7 times. And but dude didn't make it like a couple days later. And you know, everything was kind of on camera, you know what I mean? It was grainy, and there's people coming back from chow walking in and out, but you could see the dude come in my cell, and he had something in his hand. And they tried to charge me for this stuff, but I ended up a Class A write-up, long-term segregation. That's what left me to end up going to Wabash Valley, where Patrick Whetstone was killed. And but needless to say, they dropped all charges out of I think it was LaPorte County, Indiana. And but I ended up getting out after that. And believe it or not long after that, a couple years later.